Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Yes, we are back. I bet you didn't see this coming, did you? Okay, no worries. We're back. Yes, let's talk about what we're going to get into in this video for today, which is an interesting piece of news about Coinbase that I saw. I don't know if you guys know about it or not, but I just find it interesting. And I'll allude to that why once we get on that topic. Swipe update. Come on now, all-time high. Swipe is playing games. It's a lot of sellers at this neckline, but we're going to take a look at it on the charts and then Ontology update. Now, even though I'm not going to be going over my positions in this video for Ontology, on the next upload, if there is time, I will go over those positions. And Ontology has made a move as of the making of this video back toward that previous high that it put in at $1.58. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Appreciate everybody for watching. If you're interested in making money, looking at opportunities in the market that I present in these videos, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. I won't be, anyway, I'll say that for another video. So, I got my trusty phone here because we're gonna get into an interesting piece of news in regards to Coinbase. So, see, there are a lot of exchanges out here. Let's just say that a lot of people don't like, certain YouTubers don't like certain exchanges, certain things because of things like business practices. Let's say business practices. However, we got to be fair and say that I think that a lot of these businesses are inflating numbers. Speaking of inflating numbers, based on this article that I'm going to put on the screen for you guys by Yahoo Finance, Coinbase fined $6.5 million over cryptocurrency trading claims. I'm going to go into this first paragraph, and you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourself once you get an opportunity. This article is actually only about a day old. So, okay, Coinbase is paying the price for its earlier cryptocurrency trading practices. CoinDesk and the Wall Street Journal say the Commodity Futures Trading Commission has fined Coinbase $6.5 million for allegedly providing misleading info about its trading volumes. See, I'm just going to stop right there because that's the important piece that I want to point out. You know, a lot of these exchanges were doing that early on, not only because they saw it as an opportunity to show people, look, come on to the exchange. You know, the volume is here for you to come in and make the money to get in and out of the market. Okay, let me play devil's advocate. Okay, no, don't lie about your trading volume numbers. But I would argue that those trading volume number, those fraud numbers, that's probably part of the reason why a lot of people started to see cryptocurrency as a growing industry early on and gain confidence in it. Maybe not on a large scale, but I would say to some extent it played a role. I mean, I'm just trying to elucidate my position as to why I'm against it, but I understand how it could also be a good thing. That doesn't mean do it, all right? I'm not advocating for that. I have to make sure that I reiterate that and make that very clear. All right, let's talk about Swipe. Because Swipe not only has released new news about the Swipe DEX, people being able to reclaim their tokens that they staked, that they were upset about staking when the price had dropped. You know, people have left comments in the comment section about that on this, on previous videos on this channel. But, you know, Swipe has continued to move forward in advance, despite a lot of the pushback that they have been getting due to their slow-moving practices. You know, I mean, they've been growing. They've been trying to do what they can to stay relevant, and I think that's very important. Basic Attention Token has done the same thing because Basic Attention Token also offers an actual product, something that you can, use. And, you know, swipe with the card. You know, they have the partnership with Binance. A lot of people do not like Binance as well. But overall, Swipe has been doing very well. And we're going to take a look at the charts real quick because we have a Swipe setup, right? Yes, we do. And I know a lot of y'all are probably, okay, let me get some thank yous, all right? Let me get some thank yous so I know who you are, so I can see if you guys have participated. And, you know, some of the, I mean, we've only had two, well, three now. Okay, so we've had Algorand, which played out, free trade setup that we went through on the channel. Swipe, which took a little longer, but has played out to this point. You should be up 300% on Swipe. Well, we're going to look at the charts in a second, and we're going to see exactly how much we should be up. But now we've got Ontology that we're up on, all right? So we're 3 for 3 right now. If you take profits right now, that's 3 for 3 on the channel. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. Yes. All right, let's take a look at this chart because I don't want to make this a long video. I've got things to do. Let's take a look at Swipe, and then we'll come back and we'll set it up for Ontology, for the Ontology update, to go over the charts and take a peek at that. Swipe it is, right? Let's go. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Swipe weekly chart. Let's take a look and see how well the technical analysis that I have laid out for this particular asset has held up over time. Okay, weekly chart looks to be about as accurate as it can get. All right, I drew a descending line, which I got slack for because I said it was in a downtrend, and then I drew a rounded bottom and showed you once you broke that and you respected the rounded bottom, you were in for a good ride up. And what did we get, ladies and gentlemen? A rounded bottom. Please have respect for technical analysis. Please, it will make you money if you give it the opportunity to. Okay, so not much to look at on the weekly. Opposite of, we're seeing if that rounded bottom was respected. Yes, it was respected. So now, are we going to continue higher, or are we going to form a cup and handle? Based on the current price action, $3.77. You can see it in the top left corner of the screenshot. We are going to continue higher as Swipe is still putting in green candle after green candle after green candle. Okay, let's go down to the daily because I want to show you something on this daily chart. Okay, down here on the daily chart, I drew a line. On the weekly chart, the line said that it would be the candle body of the weekly close. Okay, I'm going to scroll back to the weekly and give you a zoom in shot of the candle body that I'm speaking of, where I drew the green line straight across. Okay, here, take a quick look at this. All right, now I said you needed to break this, and now we're going to come back to the daily chart. And I'm going to show you how you've broken it, and now you're pretty much in that zone retesting it. And you have to break, you have to hold this area, and you have to surpass it. It is imperative because you have to show that the candle body can hold the support. You know, you have enough buyers coming into the market so that you can continue to push higher for the price. The price can continue to push higher for all-time highs. So we can test those all-time highs for Swipe. Not much to go over for Swipe, but you know, we're already well past, you know, our position of entry at $1.06. So what I'm going to do is I have a blue box right here on the screenshot of the daily telling us that we're from the previous update, we were up 186% on our trade setup for this asset. All right, so I'm going to expand this. I'm going to zoom into the 12-hour. Let's go down to the 12-hour. Okay, here's the 12-hour. I have expanded it, I have enlarged it, I have increased it up to the current price action of $3.76, down a penny, you know, as of the back up a penny as we're recording this video. And we're up 251% on our free trade setup. Yes, slow and steady wins the race. Now, why did I guess I have to reiterate this for the new viewers. Why did I do it this way? Because not everybody's a trader. People are just looking at good opportunities to get in, you know, worry-free, stress-free, double down on their investment once it comes below a certain price and build up their assets, their investments that way. Okay. Now, before we get out of here, I just want to take a quick, I just want to look at what I drew last time and see how that held up as well. So let me get rid of this. What is this? What's the start point? $6. Okay. All right, down here on the 8 hours. So I drew kind of what I would presume to be a descending wedge or a falling wedge from the previous update. And that was actually inaccurate. All right, it broke below it. It was a big, a healthy pullback in the market, which fell below the lower line that I have highlighted here. You know, with the two black and white circles around it on the screenshot. However, you know, the recovery is real, and you know, we continued higher. I didn't think it was a big deal or a need for do an update at the time because we were already well into profits, and it was no surprise that the price was going to continue higher. No, it was not. All right. So in closing, I've got you to the motherland. The rest is up to you. All right. Whether you're taking profits now, whether you're trying to hold long term, whatever the case may be, that is your decision to make. I made it very clear in the previous video that I'm not going to tell you guys when to take profits. Once you're in profits, whether it's 10%, 12%, 15%, or 250 or 300 plus with Algorand, you take profits whenever you feel comfortable taking profits, okay? However, I do think it is important that you take profits off the table when you can, because Bitcoin is starting to peak out. You know, 60, 65, $70,000, may, you know, top out around 80 to 90 before going into a deep, going into a bear cycle. And yes, I can inform you guys of how to make money in a bear cycle, but that is once we are settled and confirmed into a bear cycle. So it's important that you take profits before then. But I'll talk about that a little bit more in a later video. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think about this swipe setup, and congratulations to everybody. Let's talk about Ontology. Okay, Ontology has been moving like a snail, all right? And that is not good. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's not good for what I previously said about Bitcoin peaking out. You want the coins to perform as best they can before Bitcoin peaks and starts to take the market in a downtrend. Now, there's a good chance that because it has a lot of upside, is one of the last top 100 coins to really make a strong push to the upside. So what I'm looking for in the next 4 to 8 weeks for Ontology is to make a strong push toward that $4 or $5 range, which if Bitcoin tops out around 80 to 88 and it's still stuck around $4 to $5, I would definitely look at just cleaning house, taking profits, and getting out of that asset. But let's take a look at the chart. We have to go based on, you know, what we're seeing on the charts and things like that. We gotta play it day to day, week to week. Keep an eye on Bitcoin, all right? But let's take a look at the Ontology chart. Let's give an update on that, and then I'll come back. We'll do, we'll talk about upcoming videos and things like that. Questions, comments, concerns. All right, let's take a look at Ontology now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our latest and greatest setup that we have on the channel. Why? Because this one has the potential to really go berserk. All right, we're currently at $1.28 and all-time highs is at $11. So we are hoping and praying to sweet baby Jesus that we can get to that $11 within the next 2 to 3 months before Bitcoin decides to take a slide back down to the mountain, back down the side of the mountain, avalanche style. But anyway, starting on the weekly, as you can see, we still have not broken into and sustained and broken out of these major zones that I have here of these circles, all right? We broke into it previously when it shot up to $1.50 something, $1.58, but we immediately broke out of it. We're testing it right now, all right? We're gonna zoom in down to the lower time frames, but we have to get out of these areas and get into the above it, those 3 circles that I have on this weekly screenshot. Because once you get above that, you have the potential to shoot up from anywhere to $3.50 to $5. So let's go down to the daily. Okay, here we are in a daily. You've got bullish momentum that has been built up on a daily. The one thing I noticed when I started learning technical analysis was on the MACD, you can get large movements within the price, even when the MACD is still in the red or in the negative, all right? So I'll explain what I mean by that to give you guys another technical analysis tip on the shorter time frames. So here in the daily, you can see, I'm gonna highlight this line that I drew from the previous high at $1.60. And you can see at $1.60, we were in the circle. Let me draw this line, hold on, let me draw this line across. See, I extended this line on this screenshot to show you that we did get into that first major range. However, as you can see, the sellers completely annihilated the price, on top of the fact that Bitcoin pulled the market down. So all the stop losses were triggered, and it went even lower into the red danger zone. But let's go down to the 12-hour to speak more about this dangerous zone. So on this screenshot, on the 12-hour, you can see the price fell below the red line that I drew, indicating that was a dangerous zone to be in for the price, because if Bitcoin was to continue lower, pull back, that would effectively put this coin into even more of a slump than it's already in, be as though a lot of other coins, including new ones, have taken the money from this potential coin. And what do I mean by that? There's only a certain amount of money that comes into the market, and when the money comes into the market, it's going to flow into certain coins. And because newer coins, NFTs, DeFi, etc., was the hype for the market, that's where the money went, instead of coins like Ontology, which is still a solid project. Okay, but let's zoom down now to the 8-hour. Okay, down here on the 8-hour, pretty much you got stalled out on the 8-hour. I drew a rounded bottom, inverse head and shoulders, and for the most part, I wouldn't say for the most part, but it decently played out. It also respected our white line, which is our accumulation line, right? That dollar. So it respected it. As you can see, it even came down not too long ago, maybe about a week ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, to $1.02 at the line. You know, not quite below it, but you know, I'm pretty sure some people, or a lot of people, definitely picked it up at $1.02, because that was a good price for a continued move higher. Now, I will say this: I expect a lot of sellers to come in on Ontology at $1.60. Believe me when I tell you, I will be surprised if it doesn't. Matter of fact, I would be elated if it doesn't, because that would mean that we'll be closer to breaking those important zones before Bitcoin tops out. Now, I'm going to explain this negative MACD histogram so that you guys can know what I mean as far as a lot of price movement, even when it's in a negative. Okay, here's your MACD histogram. It doesn't tell you where the price is going, but it tells you where the price has been. And you can see that the negative is basically when the bars stretch below the center line. All right, now as you can see, compared to the chart above, which I'll also draw a circle. Okay, here's the screenshot for that. That large down sloping price action looks exactly the same as the down sloping price action on the MACD histogram. All right, and as you can see, as the price started to recover, that's where you got the inverse head and shoulders that got us pretty much to about the dollar price point. Okay, so what I will say is this, right? Constantly educate yourself little by little on technical analysis, because it is a big difference maker. I like to, now, don't only use the MACD histogram. Do not do that. You have to have confluence. You need to take a look at other things on the charts, you know, moving average, chart patterns. But I would say do not immediately dive into a position until you see a bullish pattern on the chart. Okay, the safest way to trade is basically by a breakout, but you know, I think if you aren't trying to trade, it's easier to just do it the way that we've been doing it on the channel, plotting a position, a price point on a larger time frames, and also where the MACD is a little more effective. But that's pretty much it. What I expect out of Ontology is simple. We need to get back to $1.60. You know, anything else is irrelevant at this point. We need to get back to break and hold $1.60. But that's all I got for you guys today for the video. Quick swipe update, quick Ontology update. Coinbase is getting fined. You know what do we have here? Appreciate everybody for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. Yes, I have to give my my opinion or my understanding of different exchanges and coins that people asking me about in the comment section. So I will be doing that. Please give me an opportunity to. But check this out. Upcoming videos. Listen, VeChain almost hit 10 cents. Remember, if you were here early on in the channel when we started being a lot more active here on the channel, producing videos, I made a price prediction for VeChain, and it is pretty much come true to this point. So I'll be updating that, you know, probably a link update, just a quick link update, as well as what else we got. Algorand still hasn't hit all-time highs. It had an amazing run up. You have to give it time to catch his breath, relax, and ease back into it for the next leg higher. The same thing happened for Zilliqa when Zilliqa ran up. For our the Zilliqa setup, I completely forgot about that. So the Zilliqa setup was another one, right? Where $1.6 to 2 cents, ran all the way up to 7 cents, had to, you know, catch his breath a little bit, take his time, ran up to 17, 18 cents, recently 20 cents, gonna catch his breath, take its time before pushing, to all-time highs, currently at 17 cents, all right? So Zilliqa, of course, is a much more heralded asset, much more liked. So that's probably going to move a lot faster than Algorand and Ontology. But nonetheless, there's still time left in the bull cycle for us to take advantage of the Algorand and Ontology assets, as well as Swipe. All right. So appreciate everybody for watching. Shout out to everybody out there. I did put, I forgot to give, did I do the, I don't think I did. I don't think I showed you guys my position in refinance. Okay, I'll have to double check that. If I did already, no problem. I'll just show it again in a future video. But definitely VeChain update. I might actually do it in the next video. And don't forget, I also have to put out my positions where I was over leveraged and got demolished. And Ontology, but that's fine. You can make that back up when you know what you're doing. Appreciate everybody for watching. I'm Shamir Zatendu. This is the Dollar Tree, and I will see you guys in the next video. Appreciate it.